Good morning. If you're just joining us, it is Money Monday. This is your host, Keely Austin. Welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. As of right now, we have 94 participants. That is so awesome. We know that our goal is 100. We want to exceed 100 participants every single training. So reach out to your team. We don't want any ICMs left behind. And today our trainer is Michael Huggins. It is such a great honor to introduce our trainer today because Michael Huggins, I've known Michael and Vanessa both for about 13 years. And if you know Michael and a little bit about his story, you know what I'm referring to when I say that I watched him transform his life pretty much firsthand. I knew Michael back when he worked at Jiffy Lube. I actually helped him get his job at Jiffy Lube because I worked there as well. And when he found Renatus, he really just transformed. He changed his mindset. I know that he studied Jim Rohn for a year. He studied Napoleon Hill for a year. He worked so hard on fixing his mindset from those limiting beliefs that a lot of us grew up with. And ever since Michael got involved with Renatus, it's been 10 years now, so he's very seasoned and he's an amazing trainer. He's got so much information and experience to share with us. He is now a top income earner in the company. He is number one, he and Vanessa. They are PAC members, meaning that they are President's Advisory Council with our CEO. And I'm just so excited to bring up Michael today. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the call. It's another beautiful Money Monday. Let's make some money. And Keely, I'm so excited you're coming to the Salt Lake Regionals. This is going to be awesome.
Woohoo!
Be awesome. Yeah, we were just here in Denver. We just had a badass workshop with Eric Counts. He totally changed people's understanding of what they're doing with his new offer of free credit repair for everybody. How freaking cool. I signed up. Everybody signed up. It's something that all of our customers need anyway. You know, if you've taken your credit class, he talks about how even the FTC and their own research into the Bureau's accuracy shows that 79% of credit reports are inaccurate. They have false derogatories. And he said in his experience after seeing tens of thousands that it's 100%. So I went and I was like, yeah, right. And I went and looked and I pulled mine up and there are mistakes all over the place from different bureaus and lenders saying different things. So I'm going to take advantage of his free credit repair also because I'm coachable and I listen well, and that's what he told me to do. Okay, so all right, we're going. It is we're wrapping up September, and in case you didn't pay attention, we're already into October's pay cycle. So there's a few combos that need to go in before the end of this month. Let's see. So actually, they need to be in Thursday in order to count because Friday's the last payday of the month. Okay, got some crunch time. Got some people I got to talk to. All right, here we go. I wanted to pull this up real quick. We got a little PowerPoint I put together for you. This is called The Secrets of Personal Production. Vanessa made this for me. She made this for me a while ago, and I want to go over it with you guys. So here we go. The Secrets to Personal Production. Look at all these happy, smiling people. Look at all these happy, smiling people. Do you know what's up with all these happy, smiling people? They are plugging into the Renatus system, and they're also personal producers. They're making their own money. They're using our intensive or our event flow chart, right? House tours, the pillars, the funding, intensives and super Saturdays, and then these nationals and regionals. That's what we're doing. It's how it's going to work. It's how it's going to work the easiest for everybody. Now, remember last week we talked about getting your own PowerPoints because everyone was like, well, what if my guests can only meet on Tuesdays? And the weekly meeting for me is on a Wednesday. Now what? Well, do it yourself. We're ICMs, independent. So review last week's, go find the PowerPoints. Remember that we're just helping guide people to the next event. Each one of these is like a little taste test, right? So I met people, their schedules didn't work out, so I did my own 4 pillars with them, and I did my own funding with them. And then I was like, oh, we got this intensive coming up. Here we go. And I had 5 people there that absolutely loved it. And the whole thing was on credit and funding, so there's no way they're going to say, I don't know how to get the money. It's freaking awesome. And now I'm just trying to get them to the regionals. I told them all about it. Talked about it several times throughout the workshop. I'm going to call them again today. Hey, want to come to the regionals? It's only an hour flight. Let's go. Happy smiling people. Smiling happy people. Here's something also. Look how everyone's dressed here. Sharp as a tack, a person of authority. Okay, professional dress. There's a major key to your success is how you're dressed. Dress like you want to get paid. Okay, now here's something else. When speaking, I'd like you to write this down or take a screenshot, pay attention to this acronym. This is THINK. Think before you speak. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If not, don't say it. No need to just fill the airways with just nonsense and just to talk, right? Is it necessary? Is it necessary to say? Is it true? Is it helpful? Right? Is it as an observable behavior that we can change, or is it just your opinions and feelings, right? We got to be thinking before we speak, especially at the events because all the guests are listening. They're on high alert. It's a new environment for them. They haven't been here before, so they're listening to everything, not just the presenter. They're wondering, is this really going to work? Is this going to work for me? Will I do it? And then someone, in the hallway before the meeting says something like, man, I've been doing this for 2 years. I still haven't got a deal. Is that helpful? Is that inspiring? Is that necessary to say? Right, so pay attention. Think about what you're saying at the events. That's what I'm saying to you. Okay, now the 6 steps to production. Here we go. 6 steps to production. You got to set up your mind or set up the game. Think about what we're doing as a game. What we're doing is like this game we're working. We're definitely working. I mean, you're not going to be able to win a game if you don't work the game or learn the boundaries or the rules or the objective. So to me, the objective is a couple $1 million a year. We're getting there. So set up the game, gear up the mind. Everything happens in the mind first. Everything happens in the mind first. Perception is projection. You got to get clear in your mind. No hoping it's going to work. It's just you decide it's going to work. I'm going to have a team of combo holders in the next few months. That's it. You just gear up your mind. Now solidifying the heart. There's going to be different conversations you have to have. And if your heart is in the right place, they'll be super easy conversations. And then spreading the word. Don't keep this a secret. Right? If you just opened up a retail store or a dealership or a gas station or a restaurant, you would tell everyone You would tell all your warm market, you would tell everyone that you got this new business and you want them to come check it out. You don't need them to buy, but you at least need them to know that it's an option. And then we got to ask for the order. Different tactful ways of asking for the order. And then collecting the checks. Yeah. So, setting up the game. Like I said, made this slide a while ago, but the whole point is look at the last payday of the month. It's either a Tuesday or a Friday. The last Tuesday or the last Friday of the month is a payday. So in September, this week, this is the last payday, this Friday. But the orders that I'm hoping to get funded, I have them pay for their order, are orders that I put in more than 12 days ago. Right? Like I met them, did the follow-ups. You like this? Great. Let's put your order in. And then we put their get funded online process in, and we're hoping it's gonna show up in time. If not, it'll fall into October. No big deal. We're still gonna make 20 grand the first week of October, but I'd rather make 20 grand the last week of September. You know what I mean? So, what is the order entry deadline for October? Well, the last payday of October is Halloween. It's a Friday. It's the last payday. Oh, wait. No, that's a Thursday. Sorry, October is over on the 29th. October's over on the 29th, so that means if you want to get paid, you got to put the order in by the 17th. Same deal here. Oh, that's cool. I'm looking at my October map. It's the same as his May map. So pay attention. Get your orders in. Setting up the game. What's your intention for these next month? Okay. All right. Now gearing up the mind. What is going on in our mind? Well, let's get clear on the main premise of where you're coming from. What's your philosophy, right? Who are you being? How do you approach each situation? So I'm going to invite you to try on this philosophy of it's as easy as doing it. I am responsible, and I never blame, justify, or complain. That philosophy has gotten all the people on the planet that are successful. This is their philosophy. I am responsible. There's nobody else to turn to. There's nobody else to blame or, like I said, justify or complain about. It is you and you and you. And that is such good news that it's you or that it's me. And that I'm responsible and that it's all in my control. So your philosophy, you say this out loud. I'm responsible. You say this out loud. It's as easy as doing it. Hey, you got to watch a class this week. Okay, it's as easy as doing it. You got to read a book this week. It's as easy as doing it. You got to make 25 calls this week. Well, it's as easy as doing it. You got to put in some offers. You got to analyze deals. It's as easy as doing it. You got to try harder. You got to go to networking events and make friends. And that's as easy as doing it. And you're responsible. So that's got to be the base in your head. Just always constantly, if you don't know what to think, you're driving around, you're walking around, and you're like, well, I don't know what to think right now. Just think I'm responsible. Or just think, that's as easy as doing it. It's as easy as doing it. It's as easy as doing it. Now, what feeds into the philosophy is the attitude. Attitude of gratitude. Attitude of gratitude. The grateful energy is the most attractive energy. It's the most magnetic energy. And you want to be a magnet. You want to be attracting all kinds of people and resources and relationships and networks into your life, into your tool belt, so to speak. You can be able to use those to create the next thing and the next thing. Attitude of gratitude. So you say this out loud. The universe conspires in my favor. The universe conspires in my favor. Yes, perfect, good. The universe conspires in my favor. Every setback, every annoyance, every conversation, every time you stub your toe, every time you forget something or remember something every time. It's all for your use. The universe is conspiring in your favor or in my favor. And then the activity that we're getting ready to do. We got to get clear that we're going to take massive action on this. All right? We're halfway through our EMT, and some people are still stuck in attitude, while as other people are taking massive action and getting orders in. They've already adjusted their attitude to know that everything's working for them, not everything's happening to them. It's different. And because of that, now they're willing to take action, and there's no resistance with the action. They ease into the action because the mindset's right and the philosophy's right. The action's the same for everybody. I got to take the same action as you, all you people out there in YouTube land and on the webinars here. Our action is the same. The activity that you and I and we all have to do is the same. But if you have the wrong attitude, you're not going to get any result. And if you don't have the right philosophy, you think it's someone else's responsibility, it's definitely not going to work, no matter what kind of action you're taking. So I'm responsible. Universe conspires in my favor. I'm going to take massive action, and I'm going to get clear on my result. Well, my result is 2 combos this week. I'm just making that up right now. I got that result set up earlier in the month. That'll be actually, I think, the 4th combo for the month, plus all UGA payments. It looks like it's going to be a $50,000 month. And the pack bonus, ooh, buddy. That's you guys got to work hard. Get on pack. Come on, Bob needs more advisory council members. So step it up. But you can only get on that if you have the right philosophy, attitude, activity, and results. So gear up your mind. Get clear on your result. So I'm clear on my result for like my business's income this month, but I'm also clear on the result of what real estate I want in my life. I'm also clear on the result on how I want to spend my days, what hours I work, what hours I don't work, who I'm with, who I'm not with. I get clear on all kinds of results, not just I'm going to make money this week. You got it? All kinds of results. What I want to eat, what I want to look like, what I want to wear. All these results, you got to get clear on them, or you're just going to be bouncing around. You'll be taking massive action. You have a great attitude, so it's going to feel great. You're going to look great. You have the right philosophy, but the results, if you're not clear, are going to come at you in different ways you didn't understand. Things that you thought you were clear on the result. You're like, oh, I want this, and the universe is like, well, you weren't clear, so this is what you get. So get clear on the result, and the result needs to be said in the as if tense. All right, let's talk about it as if it's already happened. As if it's already happened. Cool. Okay, I'm getting a few chats. Want to check this real quick. Good. Renatus rocks. Scottsdale, Utah, New York, Chicago, Arizona. It's working. Cool. Okay. Make sure everyone's getting taken care of. Okay. All right, next slide. Solidifying the heart. What's going on in your heart when you're talking to your customers? Well, here's a few suggestions. Renatus is the best income opportunity in the country. Everybody needs Renatus. You're doing them a favor, and it's their loss if they say no. Their loss. No big deal. Right? Like, think about this. Like, I'm well fed. I get to eat many meals a day. I'm really grateful for that. Now I come across someone who's starving, and I say, hey, you want to bite of my sandwich? And they're like, oh, I don't know about sandwiches. That's, I don't know about that. And so they just reject it. No. And then in my mind, I'm like, okay, your loss. You said no. No big deal. I'm eating over here. I offered you something. right? It looks like you need it, doing you a favor. But my mindset is this: it's your loss if you say no. I'm gonna be fine, right? Even if it's my day one in Renatus, this is how I had my attitude, not because I thought it up, but because I'm coachable, and this is what they told me. Think this way, and you'll be more attractive. Think this way, and you'll be more emotionally stable. Think this way, and rejection won't hurt. I was like, all right, cool. I'm down with having easier results and less hurt. That's cool. So what do I got to do? And they're like, well, just keep this in your mind. Keep this in your heart. Renatus is the best income opportunity in the country. Everybody needs Renatus. You're doing them a favor, and it's their loss if they say no. Right? Like, I'm doing them a favor. That's easy. That's energizing. Like, when you do somebody a favor, you get energy. You get to pick up more out of life than if you feel like you're doing it out of obligation. Right? Like, you call your old roommate from college and you're like, hey man, I have to call you and tell you about this Renatus thing, and I'm obligated to do this. Right? Versus the opportunity that you're doing them a favor. Hey, I don't know where you're at in life. Everything might be going great for you, but I just thought I'd call you and let you know what I'm up to and invite you along. I'm doing you a favor. And there's way more energy behind it. It's way more attractive, and you'll do it all day, and then you'll start making buku bucks. Why? Like, let's make more money. Let's make more money. Yeah, that's right. Okay, this has got to be in your heart. It makes the conversation so much easier than, just get this, memorize this, get this down, get obsessed with this stuff. That's right. It's carefree invitations. We're just spreading the word. So what do I mean when I say spread the word? Well, here's your 5-star. Okay. Or it could be you. And you got a new IMA. Or maybe you're the new IMA. I'm going to say call 25 people. This is something we can control. We can't control what they say, but we can control our philosophy, our attitude, our activity, and the result we're going after. The result is I want to have 25 conversations. So the activity is make 25 calls. My attitude is I'm doing them a favor. It's their loss if they say no. Everybody needs it. It's the best income opportunity. And then my philosophy is I'm responsible. A 5-star is not going to call them for me. I mean, they might be cool enough to help me, but I got to have the right attitude of I am responsible. No complaining, no justifying, no blaming. Oh, 25, can't I just call 10? What? No, this is the plan. It's you just start with 25. Here's what'll happen. You're gonna run into some poop heads, you're gonna run into some curious people. You're gonna run into some people who say, they got this stinking thinking. Oh no, the economy's doomed, and president this, and something that, and my job and taxes, and blah. But then someone's gonna go, hell yeah, I've been waiting for real estate, and you're going to do it? All right, well, if you're doing it, I'm doing it. You're going to have people like that if you keep up, if you keep on it, right? But if you drop out after 2 poo heads, then you're not even going to get a curious person. Now, I know some of you are like, most of my friends aren't poop heads. I'm like, I know, this is me, okay? But some of you talk to 2 people, those 2 people buy. That's awesome. That is so cool. But then others of you are going to have to just try harder. Now, here's what you'll do. You called 25 people. 1 said yes. Cool, $500. But then you call them back and go, hey, my business is growing. And some of those poo-heads turn into curious people, and some of those curious people turn into buyers. You made another $500, and now you're 1-star, 5-star. Woohoo! You had to call a few people back. Tell them the result. Remember, the result isn't always making money. The result could be saving time, saving taxes, saving interest. There's so many other results. Gaining a resource, raising some capital, freeing up your mindset, seeing a better vision of your future, making more friends. There's a lot of results. So you call them back and let them know. Well, now you're 1-star, 5-star, whatever the case may be, depending on what they buy. And now you, with your cool sunglasses, now you become a 5-star. And you call more people back and you let them know about the results you're working on, and a lot more of these curious people start to convert, and stop more of those stinking thinking people start to become curious, and you just start building your team, and you can work the same group of people as time goes on, as long as you set up the game, gear up your mind, solidify your heart. Now when you start spreading the word, it becomes an easy message for all of your contacts, your friends, your warm market, your family, whoever it is, to want to listen, right? You start some networking, start networking with 25, 50 people, and you just start spreading the word, and little by little, little by little. Yeah, I've been going to some of these networking events now since I told you about it about 6 weeks ago, maybe 7 weeks. And I told you, hey, we're just going to go do this together, right? It's right in the middle of the summer. Like, let's just start doing some more networking. And in these different groups that I keep showing up to, I keep showing up. You know, did you know that that's one of the keys to networking is you keep showing up? So I keep showing up. And just on Friday here, I had a one-on-one with the networking. This guy, his name's Don. Talking to Don, I never really met him. I just saw him at the event. First time I saw him, I was like, hey, we should go do coffee. All right, cool. Put it in the calendar. Well, I come to find out that other people in the networking event that have coffee with me are talking to other people. And so Don, before I even get to share anything, he's like, hey, man, I heard about your forest. And I was like, oh, really? Who did you hear it from? Someone I had a meeting with 2 weeks ago. And so people are already starting to brag about me. I'm not telling them I'm top income earner or not. I'm not telling them nothing about any of that stuff. I'm just telling them I'm a real estate investor and here's what I'm working on. So it starts to spread if you are consistent. You keep showing up. These people are going to learn more about you. It's a major key to keep showing up. Well, now you're going to encourage those new people that signed up to call their 25. Isn't that great news? It's just 25. It's not that hard. 25. Now, if you're the 5-star with the sunglasses, you got your new customer, your new education holder. Let's say they call 25 and they get rejected by all 25 people. Well, the great news is you call 25 more. It's not that big of a deal. It's not a convincing game. We're using questions. Have you ever thought about real estate? Here's what people are helping me in real estate do. There's a lot of benefits to owning real estate. Would you like to get into real estate? Would you like to own a business? Would you like to pay less in taxes? Would you like to save 10 years off your mortgage or 20 years off your mortgage? Right? You're just spreading the word. Just spreading the word. Names, email addresses, phone numbers, find the people, tell story, build for events, follow up. And that's where all the money comes. Right? Keep the action. Keep it. Find the people, tell the story, build for events, continuous follow-up, and then you have to ask for the order and book a meeting from a meeting, and ask for the order and book a meeting from a meeting. Sometimes it takes 2 or 3 or 4 meetings and 4 or 5 or 6 times asking before you have an order entry party, and then you get paid. So stay with it. And each of your customers is on that path in a different arena, a different timeline, right? It's just, you got to just work them through the funnel. Now, asking for the order is one of the easiest things to do because it's just talking. And all of you know how to talk. Some of you could just write it down. This is easy. I don't think we have anyone on the team that isn't able to speak. And when I say speak, what I mean is communicate. I know we got some people of hard of hearing. They learn sign language. You still ask for the order with your hands, right? Let's get it going. If you think about that, there's some people on our team that have less abilities than you listening on the call. When I say abilities, I mean like the things that some of us are just born with, like the ability to walk, the ability to talk, the ability to see. We got some blind people on our team. What on earth are you complaining about? When we see other people with less than what we have, doing fine, doing great, thriving, there's nothing to complain about. You just got to work the system. Ask for the order. But what if they say no? Come on, McFly. Just ask. See what happens. Jack Canfield, the author of Success Principles, and also the co-author of all the Chicken Soup for the Soul series books. I mean, they're one of the biggest successes in publishing history ever. And this is what Jack Canfield said. He says, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Isn't that good news to like know where it is, right? Like if you're wandering around this universe going, where the heck are all the things I want? That would be frustrating. So he came out and said, oh, I found them. They're on the other side of fear. Quit looking. They're over here. See your fear? On the other side of that. Stop wandering around aimlessly. Go to your fear. And then the things you want are just on the other side of it. All right? So most people, especially in our industry, in our company, in our organization, are afraid of talking to people. But everything you want comes from talking to people. So you just got to talk. You got to ask. You got to ask. So here's something I want to make sure you understand. When they say no, you're not doing anything wrong. When they say no, you're not doing anything wrong. They're saying no because of their own goofed up heads, because of their own silly philosophies and understandings of life. That's not because you did anything wrong. By getting a no, that doesn't mean that you have to go back to the drawing board and redesign everything. Getting a no is part of the process. Getting a no is proof that you're doing it. You are doing it if they're saying no. But then enough people will say yes to make a fantastic income. You got to pay attention to this stuff. They're going to say no. If you were born in America, you were told no 17 times more than you were told yes. So if that was your conditioning growing up, you're just being told no all the time. No, can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. Can I try this? No. Are we gonna? No. You're just being told all the time. So now I got all these adults walking around just saying no unconsciously. Hey, you want to join Renatus? No. You want to make more money? No. You want to save time? No. What are you saying? Oh, well, what are you asking? Would you like to own your life and be in control? Oh, yes. But I don't have any money. I know you don't have any money, you dummy. That's why I'm asking. So I'm inviting you. If you were rich, you wouldn't be here. You would be doing something else. I get it. So you got to keep asking. And it's weird. You're like, right? Like you see it, your friend, you know, she's a single mom. She's struggling with 2 jobs and she's got to, you know, babysit her daycare or something. And you're like, would you like to learn how to work from home? She's like, no. I'm like, would you like to make passive income with the business? No, I don't have any time. Would you like to make your kids' diapers a tax write-off so like, you know, you can actually keep more money if your kid is buying your stuff? No, I don't know. No. And you're just like, you got to keep asking. If you really care about people and you care about people's results, you got to keep asking. And then finally they go, oh, I guess I'll take a look. And then they look and they go, oh, this is way better than I thought. Why don't you say this the first time? And you're like, I did. But it's all good. I'm patient. Let's get it going. Okay. You got to keep asking. I know what it's like. You're like, wait a minute. I'm looking at my friend. I know that I can absolutely help them with this program, but they keep saying no. It's fine. It's part of it. Some of your friends might say no 17 times before they say yes because of how they were conditioned to respond to questions as a child. No big deal. Now that you know this, you don't have to try to solve any mysteries. The only thing you got to do is just keep asking. And in the EMT group last week, someone was asking, like, well, Michael, I don't know if this is really working for me. I mean, it's been a month and I haven't made any sales. And I said, okay, how many times were you rejected this week? One. Oh. And I look around the group and I say, well, would it be fair to say that if you've only been rejected once this week, that you're not trying? And he went, yeah, it's fair to say. Okay, so if you're not trying, how can you complain about a result? You got to keep trying. Just go for it and then laugh it off. Go for it and laugh it off. And you'll be surprised. You'll be talking to some people and you'll be thinking, I swear to God, I thought they were going to say yes. Like they need everything I'm saying. They want to get into real estate. They want to buy a house. They want to stop renting. They want to own a business. And so I invite them and they say no. How confusing. Keep asking. That's what this game is all about. You just keep asking. And then when they say no, you laugh. And then they're going to go, what? Why are you laughing? I just rejected you. And you go, I know. But I'm going to ask again. And I know you need this. And I'm doing you a favor. It really starts to change their perception of you. But if they say no, and then you drop your head in shame and slough away, walking all slow, they said no, then in their mind it went, yep, I did the right thing by saying no, because look at him walk away. If it was really that good, he'd still be here. But I said no once, and he said boo, and he scared him, and he walked away. It must suck. That's what they're thinking. But if you stand right there and they say no and you just smile, you make a big smile, big eye contact, and you go, oh, well, that's weird. You don't walk away. Stay with it. Well, what's weird? What's weird that you preferred, this lifestyle and I'm inviting you to this lifestyle? That's kind of weird. Stay with the conversation because you could ask for the order 5 times in 5 minutes. If you're tactful and cordial and nice about it. And when I say nice, I mean like you don't call them stupid. I mean, actually, I've called a few customers stupid. When I think about it. No, I didn't call them stupid. I called their decision stupid. That's kind of stupid. You would prefer to stay in a 40% tax bracket and lose 40% of your wealth every year. That's kind of stupid. If you want to become financially free, that's pretty stupid. If you don't want to become financially free, then I get it. It's just part of your strategy. Okay. But if you want to become independently wealthy, you're going to have to save your tax money. Or whatever the result is, right? Some people are like, I don't have any time. And you're like, I know, that's why I'm inviting you to start a business with me so that you can have more time. And they go, well, I don't have any time to start a business. You go, well, how do you think everyone else did it? Right? There are millions of business owners in this country. How do you think they did it? You got to fit it in. You got to squeeze it in. You got to stop wasting time. Turn the TV off. Change how you use Facebook. Quit wasting time. Shoot your Xbox. You got to find the time. What are you doing in the car? Right? They're like, I don't have any time. Well, you have an hour commute every day. What are you listening to? The same 7 songs? Right? If you're listening to the radio, I mean, a commercial ad space is sometimes 10 to 20 commercials in between songs. They do it fast, and you don't really think about it unless you start counting. 10 to 20 commercials, and you're driving for a half an hour. I mean, you're going to listen to 100 freaking ads. It's just all nonsense going in your head. Change it to practical, tactical real estate training. Right? You carry $2,000 on your credit card. It's $30 a month. Why the hell can't you do that? $30 a month. Put $2,000 on a credit card. Even if it's got interest, it's $30 a month. If it's 0% interest, it's $0 a month. It's incredible. So, when people say no, say why. Why are you saying no? I don't get it. Here's what you want. I'm offering it, and you're saying no. Is this like a conscious no or an unconscious no? And stick with it. And then people go, holy crap, he's sticking with it. There must be something to this. They're not going to just waste their time. I'm not known for wasting my time. So when I sit down with someone, if I keep insisting and I keep asking and I keep asking and I keep asking and I keep asking, they're going to go, well, this person doesn't waste their time, so they must be onto something. Okay, fine. What is it? You gotta keep trying. There's no two ways about it. There's no way to look good and get rejected at the same time. Like you can't don't try to look good. Try to get rejected. I dare you to say no to me, and just go for it. I hope this is translating well and making sense. So if you understand this correctly, some people go, well, I'm just trying to be successful. I'm afraid of failing. I just want to be successful. I don't want to go down the failure path. Well, that's the only way it's going to happen. The only way is it's a succession. It's not two different paths. It's a succession. You got to go through it. Everything you want is just on the other side of your fear. And most people's fear is a fear of failure, right? You're raised in America, you were taught to fear failure. But it doesn't matter, right? Failure is just an opinion, just like success. Success is just an opinion also. So how can you be so afraid of opinions? It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Cast those fears aside, right? Just move through it. It's going to be worth it. I'm telling you, it's going to be worth it. You go back and look a year from now, 6 months from now, even a month from now. You're doing the right stuff this week. You're going to get rejected. You're going to screw some things up. You're going to, AKA, quote unquote, fail, all right, according to other people's opinions. But then you go back and look and you go, man, that was worth it. It was totally worth it. So go after it. All right, so some quick examples. Well, what'd you like best? I mean, every week I have said this phrase. Let's see, if I say it 10 times a night and we have 2 meetings a week, I'm saying it 20 times a week. Well, then we got our Saturday stuff, so I might be saying it 30 times a week. We got 50 weeks in a year, so I'm saying it 1,500 times a year. I've been doing this for 10 years, so I've said this thing 10,000 times. This line right here, the one you're looking at. What'd you like best? Great. Sounds like we should get you started on that. Got to do it. Have you made your decision to get the combo yet? If I could help you find the funding, would you like to sign up now? And then how we help them find the funding, we send them to Get Funded Online. Go GFO, baby. All right. And if you got the Extreme Plus combo, you can say this. Hey, I got the Extreme Plus combo. Is that what you had in mind or something else? If you have the Essentials, you got the Advanced, you just say what you got to like confirm like, hey, I'm in it too. It's my decision. What do you have in mind? When would now be a good time to get started? I was using this in Chicago Super Saturday earlier this month. I had a customer text me back and was like, well, now's not a good time. So I just replied with, well, when would now be a good time? And, I ended up leaving the workshop. The workshop was over before he replied to me, but he replied with, like the next day or so, he said, it would be a good time once I'm closing 5 mortgages a month. Right? He's a loan officer. It would be a good time once I'm closing 5 mortgages a month. And I'm like, well, wouldn't it help to be in a room of 100 real estate investors? That would help you close more mortgages, don't you think? Silly guy, get over to the workshop. He goes, well, I don't know. I'm like, what don't you know? And then he just stopped talking to me, right? So whatever. He goes on my drip list in a month after I've contacted all of my active members, and I'll make a copy paste text. I'll send it over to him. Hey, we're doing this next thing. You're invited. I'm still thinking about you. All right? You might need to say no to me 17 times before I get a yes. No big deal. I'm not going to just write him off. I stay in communication. If it's really an awesome program, if you really, really believe it, that it's going to work for you, then why would you give up on people, right? Don't give up on people. And they see that you're not going to give up on them, then they're in, right? You listen to Lily Portes tell her story. We just promoted her to the pit team. And she talks about how for like a year, I just kept sending her messages. She did not reply to me. When you go and look at the text stream, it was just me sending stuff to her, but not in a way where I'm like begging for a reply. I'm just like, hey, here's this event. We got this person coming. This is the result you can expect. I hope you show up. You could be my guest. Here's a couple cool things. And I just kept with it. And then finally she's like, okay, this Michael guy must care. Here's my credit card. It worked. It absolutely worked. So this is the flow chart for it. You ask for the order, you get a yes, you do your order entry party, and you duplicate. If you ask for the order, you get a no. You overcome the objection that they're using for the no, and it's either time, money, fear, or knowledge. I don't know how to do it. I'm afraid to do it. I don't have any money. I don't have any time. Solve that shit. Solve it. Everyone's a little bit different, but like the time thing is like, what are you doing in your car? What are you watching on TV? Like what are you doing with your time? Right? Like how much are you playing on Facebook? Like it's time. It's not that's not a hard one to solve. And then if they don't have any money, oh, well, go to Get Fun Online. Oh, you qualify for UGA? Great. Take their free credit repair. Come to a few more workshops over the next few months. And then buy the combo, right? Like this is freaking awesome stuff. We have something so incredible. You guys just need to work at it. You need to work the system. So collecting the checks. Collecting the checks. It's all about the earnings plan. That's what it's all about. Okay, Bob Snyder's a genius because he put together real estate with personal development. And you want to help people develop, Bob Snyder's going to pay you a boatload of money to help them develop inside our program because then they're going to go use the real estate. If you help them come in as an ICM and a marketer, and we teach them all these new ways to speak and to think about themselves and how to act, and how to spend their time, they're going to develop as a person. And that developed person is going to try harder in the real estate game. They're going to see a lot more success. And it's this incredible loop of success for everybody. So stay with it. Stay with it. Let me just fly through these because those are typical numbers. Spread the word. Okay, remember that we only have 2 services. We got the AIT and we got the essentials. Essentials and AIT. That's all we got. So simple to sell. You want to learn how to keep your wealth, or do you want to learn how to build your wealth, or both? What do you want to do? Essentials is keep your wealth. AIT is build your wealth. What do you want to do? Okay, and remember that, oh, this is awesome. I'm getting a phone call from a customer. How cool. I'm going to have to call them back because, it's not time to take calls from customers. It's time to train a team. So when you protect your time and respect your time, other people will also protect and respect your time. So this is something else that when I drew out for the earnings plan to people, if you don't have a PowerPoint, just draw it on a napkin. Essentials, AIT, Extreme Plus Combo, here's your advanced. And that's just how we're doing it. Okay, so at the end of the day, remember to love the people and use the money. Love the people and use the money. If this is where you're coming from, this is the energy that you're putting off or the vibration that you're putting off, then I'm here to love the people and use the money. But they're going to pick up on that. I mean, humans pick up on things like that. So make sure that what you're putting out there is the right intention. I'm loving the people, I'm using the money. That was weird for me to say when I first got started. I love people. I'm like, what? I would say, I love you to my mom, right? But like, okay, now I got to love people. Like, that was weird for me. I got over it. I figured it out. I stayed coachable. I dissolved part of my ego to say, all right, yeah, I can love people. That's weird at first, but now it's like, this is what I thrive on. And because of that, people can tell. Because they can tell, they buy. And they're not even buying from me, right? They just buy from whoever's in the room. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to be in Arizona this Thursday. I'm going to be doing the presentation for to kick off the Scottsdale Regional. I would love for you to put a bunch of guests in there. I would love for you to make some Eventbrites about this and some meetups about this and just drive people to this event, literally and figuratively. Like, go over to your friend's house and get in the damn car. We're going somewhere. I need you to trust me for 2 hours. All right, that means I need to get on the Pat call now. So build like crazy. You only got 1 regionals this year, so stay focused with it. We could do this. We can do this together. I use my phone to track my clients. I just see a phone number asking that question. I use my phone. I just save it, change the name of the contact to whatever meeting I worked with them. If they were just at a house tour, then I put HT and then their name. If they were just at a follow-up, I put FU and then their name. If they came to an intensive, I put INT and then their name. And that way I could just keep track of what they've shown up to. Cool. All right, guys, get after it. It's a beautiful day. It's Money Monday. Go spread the love. Get clear on your intentions. Set up the game. Solidify your heart. Get clear on your philosophy, your activity, your results. It's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. You keep your energy high. It stays attractive. The universe is working in my favor. The universe is working in your favor. So stay after it. Go care about people and use some money. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.